Hmm.
And our choice to work after this our choice to work after the spirit is like making a choice that I'm not gonna let my mind wander.
Right.
That ain't happening
Yeah.
by yourself. That is not happening.
Yeah.
And we're all living witnesses to the fact that that ain't happening.
Hmm.
But we don't come to the conclusion that that's just more evidence that I need to somehow or another stay focused and not be distracted.
There you go.
See, and that's the kind of stuff that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah, brother. That was good.
Nobody wants to talk about that. We get distracted.
Yeah, that
And,
was good.
and then we think because we saw about how weak the flesh is in the book, then that's an excuse for us.
Exactly. That's a justification.
Yes, see, that's a justification, and the real issue is there's no justification without Christ.
Yeah.
And that ought to be a resounding truth in all of our thinking. We don't even need to be leaning. We do not need to be leaning to our own understanding about what we think we done read.
Right.
And that's a hard lesson to learn, bro.
Yeah. No, it is.
That's a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah, but you hit the nail on the head. It's a cop out.
Yeah.
And and
And
and
it's because you're trying to satisfy your desire.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it's that's misinterpreted anyway, because
Right.
Jesus said the flesh is weak, but the
We
spirit is willing.
right. Now, so if the spirit is willing, how we get over to the flesh?
Exactly. And the flesh doesn't raise its head. It's always there.
It's just always there.
Right.
And we never come to grips with that.
Right.
That's how we started.
Right. So it's a matter of to whom you yield your members to,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
whom
yeah.
you will be a slave to.
And I guess that's what I guess that's what's not really being communicated as we
Hmm.
as we run around and do our religious activities.
Right.
Okay, we're so busy trying to show people that we are religious
Right.
that
Show
uh
people what I'm capable of.
yes, and you're supposed to be yielded to one who knows exactly what you're capable of.
Right. But you know exactly what you're capable of.
Now, well, do we really know, Corey?
Yeah, because that's why he said it. That old flesh keep rearing his head.
And we keep entertaining it.
You hear me? If you know exactly what you're capable, but that's just it. It's when you ask about challenges, and this is all cliche stuff. Yeah, everybody's going through something. Everybody's
Right.
okay, but it's what are you going to allow to reign? What's going to reign? Are the
Yeah,
challenges going to reign,
that's the bottom
or
line.
or is Christ reigning? And if Christ is reigning, then every time I start my conversation, it ain't gonna be about how my flesh is weak,
Right.
because that's
Right.
irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That has nothing to do with me serving my Lord
Right. Or acknowledging him.
or giving him the utmost for his highest.
Right. Right. See that's a great that I did that for years.
Right.
My utmost for his highest. And didn't have a clue what the guy was meaning.
Then no clue. And you turned me on to him.
Right.
So
And
I did it.
and he did well. He did
Yeah.
well. But the fact of the matter is that I always got distracted
Right.
about what my utmost is.
Right. Yeah, as soon as I start.
See, that almost tells you right there you're gonna struggle.
Yeah.
So challenge is normal. Challenge is always there.
e- Exactly. But the challenge isn't an excuse for me to not give
Right.
my utmost.
That doesn't give me the opportunity to take some time off.
Right. To go ahead and settle.
Right,
Oh well, I had to go lay down.
right. I intended. Uh,
I had to lay it down. I
right,
couldn't I couldn't lay down my life. No, I had to lay down my faith.
right.
I had to lay it down.
Yeah.
I couldn't maintain because this challenge is just so much. It's so overbearing. And that's when God says he will not put more on you than you can bear, but he will provide a way for you to escape the
He
temptation.
will provide a way to, and the way to escape is to acknowledge him.
Hello. You always have an opportunity to say yes to him and no to them.
I
We
like
talked
that.
about
I
that.
like. Say that again. Say that again.
You always had an opportunity to say yes to him and no to them.
No, I need to get me a T-shirt with that on it.
Right.
While we wearing T-shirts.
Right.
No, I don't need to get a T-shirt. I just need a way to put it on my chest.
Yeah, yeah. To walk in it.
Right.
Walk in it. And,
Because
and,
that's so real.
right. So,
That song, let the church say amen.
yeah,
We don't have a clue what that means.
God has spoken.
Yeah,
So let the church say amen.
he's spoken.
And that's just it.
And when you stop and think about it, everything that needs to be said has been said.
He spoke. You know the deal.
Yeah, and we keep trying to add to it.
Right.
We keep trying to raise our little ugly heads in the midst of it all.
Yeah.
What about me?
Right. Right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Thank you, Lord. Mm.
yeah. Mm, mm.
Yeah. See, that's and then they all disappeared. I knew they doing whatever we got to do this time of evening.
Right. They don't know Jane, brother.
Huh?
I said they don't know Jane.
No. And nobody asked, or Tony did. I don't know who Jane is.
Right. Right.
And see, that's what we don't do. What do you mean, Jane?
Right. Yeah, that was his cue.
Right, right. If we want to go in that direction, but if we don't want to go in that direction,
No,
we leave
it's
it alone.
we leave it alone because
Because the statement was that Jesus knew all about us.
right.
He knew all about us. And what did I do? I touched my screen and you. Your thing went over here.
Mm,
Darn it. I gotta get me a manual for
mm.
this machine I got, or maybe it's dying. Maybe that's what's happening. They changing it so much. You know, every time I turn around, I'm getting a new update,
Oh, I know.
and I'm almost ready to do a King's X and start over.
Hey, they do all these updates on all these artificially intelligent devices we use.
Yeah, I think when this one runs out, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get me a. I think I'm gonna get a simple iPad,
Hmm.
the cheapest iPad,
Right.
and reset myself.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm trying to figure out if my phone has been hacked because it acts strange sometimes.
Yeah. You know, at a certain age, man, they force you into a box.
Yeah,
You are going to capitulate and get a
yeah,
new phone. You're
right,
going to get an upgrade.
right.
They force you into it.
And they're in complete control.
Yeah.
See and see the thing I've been toying with lately is how can I how can I fast from it? Just shut it off.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking. I think I'll just shut it off and I'll answer people that I care about who call me and
Hmm.
ignore all the rest of the noise
Right.
and change the way I use it, just like all other bad habits.
Yeah. Right.
Just like all other bad habits.
Right. When when you want better, you choose better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
When you
And
want the same,
yeah, it
you
might
make
be. Yeah,
you
it
make
might be.
excuses.
It might be time for a timeout.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you want the same, you make excuses.
Yeah, but I got all this capability in this machine, but it's not working for my advantage.
Yeah, no.
It's working against me. I
Yeah. And that's what the flesh does.
right. It's in opposition.
It's opposition. It's opposition. That's why you can't entertain it.
Right.
It'll let you down every time. It'll let you down.
Yep. Distractions.
Hey,
And their game is let me distract you to the point where you forget the importance of what I am distracting you from.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've been in that web now. You don't know where you was going.
right,
Heads from tail.
right,
You just knee deep in it.
yep. And but isn't that what repentance is all about?
Absolutely.
Turning from it all abruptly,
Absolutely. Making an about
abruptly.
face.
Huh?
Making an about face.
Yes, yes. That and see, and that's what you hear people all the time complaining about. They wish they had a second chance,
You get one every day.
and they always have one.
You got one until you don't.
Yeah, all you gotta do is do it like you said, and about face.
Yeah, evident till you don't, brother. That's what that grace and mercy is.
Yeah, until the offer is no longer out there.
Right. Then you spiraling downward. You're on a downward spiral.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. Yeah.
Now I get the sense now that I'm at this point in my life that that's what's happening with me in medicine.
Hmm.
They see the signs of the end and are acting accordingly.
Hmm.
All of a sudden they don't care.
Yeah.
They're not interested.
Yeah.
There's no new suggestions.
Mm.
We just hold what we got.
Right.
Like the brother said, just hold on.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But when you ain't holding on to nothing, it's okay for them to say that.
Mm. Hmm.
But that's the sense I get out of it.
Yeah.
We'll fool with you to a certain extent, but at some point in time, we're not gonna waste any more time with you.
Hey, you like an old phone.
Yeah, yeah.
You like an old phone.
Sometimes they work and sometimes
Hey, and the fact that you are old is like I can't spend too much time on you because you're old.
right,
Yeah, yeah. They don't make your model no more.
right. We don't even have records of your mind.
Ain't no more. Yeah, yeah. We don't know what to do for you. Everything on you is expired, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah, yeah,
you how are you still here?
yeah. You hit the nail on the head, buddy.
Yeah, yeah,
So I have a big about face that I'm about to make.
yeah, yeah. I I was sort of stuck in Colossians when I was thinking about it. I didn't listen to it, but I was thinking about it. How just yesterday, how Jesus was that two Colossians?
I thought it was the first chapter.
Was it the first chapter when he said, "You are the image. You're the image of the Father."
Yeah, I think that's in chapter one. I believe that's chapter one. Cool.
Mm.
I'm trying to get over there.
Was it verse 15?
Yeah, 15. 15.
Yeah. The Son is
The
the
Son
image
is
of the
the image of
invisible
the
God,
invisible God.
the firstborn among all creation. And then, as you put it, he went on to give a poetic description.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
said,
it's a great discourse,
he says, for in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth,
right?
visible and invisible. Whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him
He's
and
covering
and
everything.
and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together.
Yeah,
And he is the head of the body, the
he's it.
church. He is the beginning and the firstborn from among the dead.
Another explanation of there's none else.
He wait, wait. He's the firstborn among the living, and he is the firstborn
among the dead.
from among the dead,
He got it all covered.
so that in everything he might have supremacy. Supremacy.
Supremacy, yeah.
For God was pleased to have all
Sovereign.
his fullness dwell in him, and through him to reconcile himself all
Yeah,
things.
that's what I was seeing last week when you
Yeah,
introduced me
yeah.
to verse 15.
But no, but that's the thing, because you moved on, but but the first verse sums it up.
Yeah,
He is the
he's
image
the
of the
image.
invisible God, and but the reason why there was a need for me to address it again was just that.
The distraction.
He's the image.
Yeah.
See, if you go to the book of Exodus,
About the graven images.
there you go. What was that? 20,
Now I should make it 20, 20,
25,
20.
20. No, that was Abraham. So it had to be the end. So it was Exodus. Exodus 20,
That's
wasn't
what
it?
you said.
I
That's what
said
you said.
Genesis.
No,
Exodus
you
20.
said Exodus.
Right. 20. And what verse is that? 40? No.
Now it's up in the beginning of Exodus, isn't it? Of 20.
No, because it's after the Ten Commandments. Because Exodus 20 is the Ten Commandments.
But the graven image is the second of the commandments, right?
Well, no, not when they requested it. When they asked her for it, they said, "Oh, he been gone so long." You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm missing you.
When they asked her for him to make a golden calf. 32.
Okay.
Exodus 32. When the
And,
people saw that Moses was so long in coming down from the mountain, they gathered around Aaron and said, "Come, make us gods who will go before us. As for this fellow Moses who brought us up out of Egypt."
okay, what verse was that?
It's 32:1.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, okay.
We don't know what has happened to him.
What has happened to him, man? With this fellow Moses.
So then if you jump down to 4, it says he took what they handed him and made it into an idol cast into the shape of a calf, fashioning it with a tool. Then they said, "These are your gods, Israel, who brought you up out of Egypt." When Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of the calf and announced, "Tomorrow there
Okay,
will
wait a
be a
minute.
festival to the Lord."
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Who's speaking? So all the people took off their earrings and brought them to Aaron.
the people said it.
Okay, he took what they handed him and made
Hmm.
it into an idol, cast in the shape of a calf.
And they
Nothing in it.
and then they said, all the people who gave
Then
him
they,
all
yeah,
the stuff,
okay, yeah. These are your gods
Israel
who
brought
brought
you
you up
up out of Egypt.
out of Egypt, just like that.
And when Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of them.
Irrespective of what they had experienced,
But
just out of the clear blue.
out of the blue, this image, and notice there's another verse. Let's go to Daniel. Where is it say? Daniel is at 2? Daniel chapter 2? I think it's Daniel chapter 2. No, it's not 2, so it must be 3. Yeah,
In three.
Chapter 31.
Image of gold.
Right. King Nebuchadnezzar made an image of gold, 60 cubits high and 6 cubits wide, and set it up on a hill, on a plain,
Right.
set it up
And
on the
told him
plain.
when the trumpets blow,
Hey, then he summoned the satraps, prefects, governors, advisors, treasurers, judges, magistrates, and all other provincial officials to come to the dedication of the image he had set up.
you see how far folks have to go before they finally think they on top.
Right.
They create their own crowd.
But this, right. But he did all of that for the dedication of the image that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up, and they
Right.
stood before it. Then the herald loudly proclaimed, nations and peoples of every language, this is what you are commanded to do. As soon as you hear the sound of the horn, flute, zither, lyre, harp, pipe, and all kinds of music, you must fall down and worship the image of gold
And
that
Daniel
Nebuchadnezzar
and Daniel and his three
has
friends
set up.
and Daniel and his three friends refused to say amen from that point on.
Right,
They went into instant rebellion from that
right.
point on. No hesitation.
But notice how we set up
We created an image.
the image, created an
But
image
but
of
but
God.
but 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 we were created in the image.
Great, great point. Let's go back to one. Genesis was that one?
Uh, in chapter 2,
Genesis 2. In chapter 2, when the Lord said, let us make man.
yeah.
What was
And
that
we
verse?
and we've been saying no ever since.
Where is that?
Um
14 of
Now it's in
2.
now that's not where that is.
Was it 1? End
It's
of 1?
in it's in one.
Where he said, let us make man. Let us make man in our own image.
No, I think you're right. It was later.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. I thought it was 2. Oh, it is 1. 126. 126.
Woo!
Yeah.
That,
So
man.
then God said,
Yeah.
let us make mankind in our image,
And
in our
now,
likeness, so that they may rule over the fish and the sea and the
so they may
birds of the
rule.
sky.
So they may rule.
Right. Because that's what we do. But let us make man in our image. But man is wanting to make everything else be an image.
Right. Man wants to be like God. I wonder where they got that from.
Yeah. But the amazing part about it all, the amazing part about it all is how
They want to use images.
you have an image.
Right.
You have one. And it wasn't made, but it made all things.
Right.
And it was also visible. God made himself visible to all of man,
Yes.
placed it in front of you.
You talking about Jesus, right?
Absolutely, brother. Placed it in front of you.
Right.
and said, worship,
and we lifted it up on the cross.
worship my image. And Jesus said, and if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me.
And we turned it into image.
But we still worshiping the image of gold,
Yeah,
of the cold calf,
yeah,
of man.
yeah.
Yeah. We're not worshiping the
And
image
the symbol of the cross,
of God. Yeah. We're worshiping every image but the image
but the image of God.
of God.
Every image.
But the image. And it's there. It's right there. Paul breaks him down so explicitly
Right.
and vividly. For in him all things were created. The image. All
That's one.
things were created.
That's one of the greatest explanations I've
Yeah, yeah.
ever looked at.
So explicit. Things in heaven and on earth, visible
Yeah.
and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers
Everything's
or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him.
for him.
Through him and for him.
Is there any question about his supremacy? Shouldn't
He's
be.
before all things, and in him all things
Consist.
consist.
Right.
What more do you need? You said you want something visible.
Yeah.
You have it in a man who was God, in a man who, if we go over to Hebrew, brother, like I don't think, what did it say? What verse was that? Six? Was it six? Like, as you talked about earlier, you mentioned this to your sons, who was able to relate to man. Was that five? But never did he sin?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't five. Was it three then?
He spoke. The sun is, 3 says the sun is the radiance of God's glory.
No, where he said in all ways he was able to relate to man, yet he didn't sin.
That's in, where is that? He was tested in all points.
It's four.
Mm-mm.
4:15.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Therefore,
yeah, yeah,
since
yeah, 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 yeah.
therefore since we have 4:15, 4:14, therefore since we have a great high priest
High priest.
who has ascended into heaven, Jesus, the Son of God, let us hold firmly to our faith, to the faith we profess, for we do not have a high priest who is unable to empathize with our weaknesses, but we have one who has been tempted in every way, just as we are, yet he did not sin. See, we have the image who understands what your son say, the
Everything.
challenge.
Yeah, everything.
He understands the challenge,
Right.
yet he didn't bow his knee.
And then gave us the command to be like his father.
Hey, he didn't bow his knee to the challenge.
Right.
See, the image can relate to the struggle, but he can also say, I still reigns in me.
Yeah.
I still reigns in me. But this is what God is dropping on me, brother. we go leaps and bounds for an image, something we can hold, something we can pick up, something we can gravitate to.
that we can
It
control.
draws us. See what I'm saying? It draws us. Regardless of the control aspect,
Right.
before you even
But
get
it,
to that, brother,
but it,
we're
but it, we're
drawn
drawn to it.
to the physique of the thing. As they said, we don't know where this Moses person is who
Right.
brought us out of it.
It
That was
forgot
their
him.
image.
Forgot him completely.
He was their image.
They have to have something. They
See what
have
I'm
to
saying?
something to put their eyes on.
See, he left. Now we need something else we can see that we're drawn to. That's that stands out. That's bold.
And we prove to ourselves that knowledge doesn't cut it.
No, has no it has no it has no bearing. It's all about
No draw.
the image. This image is ever present. Remember what we talked about last week? It don't matter. It doesn't matter what we go through. We'll never blame another God for what we've gone through.
No.
Only Jesus. If Jesus was so real, then why didn't he prevent this from happening? If he was so real, why didn't he save my son when he was sick? If he's so real, but then if he's so fake, why are you blaming them other ones?
Right.
If he's so fake, why aren't you blaming all the other so-called images?
Yeah.
If he's so fake,
Why you pick him to blame?
why he got to be picked?
He's the only one that's real.
Why would you pick something fake to blame if he's so fake? And everything else is so real. Wow, if they're all fake,
Wow.
or if folk are saying consider
You
them to
talking
all
about
be real,
you talking about turned upside down and
all the way
inside out.
upside down. Why not let's blame all of them then? All these so-called gods, and let's name them all, were so real. And why is my
Only
predicament
only one deserves that
the
position.
only one? See, he's even reigning over
In that,
in that category. Paul
who's
didn't
the,
mention that.
who's the greatest?
He's the greatest
The
of
elephant.
time
The elephant is in the room.
and outside of time. He's the greatest. In time, outside of time.
Out of time. In life,
Greatest.
in death.
In death, greatest. But the fancying the part that we have something so tangible, something we can hold, like we can hold on to that.
Mhm.
The understanding of it. Not when I say the understanding of it, I'm saying just that tidbit. He related to us. Looked like us, related to us.
Right.
And there's always a mention. There's not ever a point in time where he's not mentioned. Yeshua is always mentioned. Whether you elect to follow or not, there's not a time where he's not mentioned. He's always mentioned. When somebody's struggling, what they say? Jesus.
Mhm.
Why isn't that name being mentioned in this time, at this point?
The name above names.
You hear me? Who else we gonna call? If not the Ghostbusters. They ain't showing up.
The name above every name.
Every
Name.
name. People put it in dialogue and script. People say it.
Right.
Even shorthanded.
Over
Jeez. Brother.
everywhere.
Jeez.
Everywhere.
Shorthanded. Because that's who they're referring to when they say Jeez.
Yeah.
It's a whole saying for him to be mentioned. And that's the image. But we elect for the calf, for the gold, for the phone, for the man, for the money, for everything that'll perish, instead of the image that God has given us to worship. He's given us this image to worship.
Right.
He made one. Not
We'll take,
not not physically.
we'll take it from anybody but God.
Right. He made the personification of the image,
Right.
placed it inside of flesh. So I'm going to put my personification inside of a body and let it dwell among men
For 30 some years.
30 some years. We walked with him, talked with him, ate with him, sang with him, cried with him, laughed with him, joked with him, slept right next to him.
And still don't realize that he's in the midst of everything.
Everything. Yet and still. It's a as you were saying, alluding to, why then is the challenge reigning supreme if we're resting in the arms of
Yeah,
Yeshua?
yeah.
Not Jane. He was saying Jesus. Jane came out, but he meant Jesus.
Mhm. And we find a new name,
Right,
another name,
right. But y'all
a
know,
way, a way to avoid it.
but that's the right. That was AI giving them room to go ahead and lead now, guys. Because you know where he about to go with this.
No more discussion.
Right. Because you know, if you ain't trying to dwell in the arms of the Almighty Christ, here's your out. I don't know who Jane is, Daddy. But that mere truth, mere, and I'm not diminishing the truth, but because it's subtly there, we elect not
We
to dwell,
choose not to.
choose not to.
We choose not to
Yeah,
acknowledge.
yeah,
We
no,
choose not to.
yeah, he there, he's ever present. We don't want to. We don't want that to dwell in our memory. Whom, like you said, because I want to be in control. But yet you sit there and elevate your physical body above you that you dwelling in. That you gotta walk. Your body can't just get up and walk. You gotta get your body up and move it around. You do. That sound like an idol to me. It won't just talk. You got to talk through this thing. I gotta talk through my body. My body ain't gonna just talk. My body does not have a mind of its own. It
But
is
you see how
merely
that
an
little
image.
conversation played out?
Yeah,
And they scattered.
scattered like insects
Enough,
or
enough religion.
pests. Yeah, time to go. Here come the exterminator.
Just unreal.
Yeah, here come the exterminator.
Unreal. Unreal.
Hmm. That we have someone who, a priest,
Don't even have
is,
to remember him. He's there.
yeah,
He's there.
who's
He ain't
able,
going nowhere.
he can empathize with our weaknesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can empathize with our
And
weaknesses.
and the knowledge of that doesn't mean nothing to us.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. because the image they had in the Old Testament was this mountain covered with a dark cloud,
Yeah,
and it thundered, and
yeah.
they were afraid of that.
And the ground shook.
Hey, brother, they said, "No, you go talk to that thing. We don't want no part of that." Scared, scared. Imagine that if God did that today.
He's doing it. It's rumbling now.
See what I'm saying?
It's rumbling now.
And you
The
you
waters is
you
acting up. The
you saw
fire
that,
is acting up.
right? You saw that in one spot
The heat is acting up.
constantly, though. Imagine that.
He
It's
has
in one
spoken.
spot constantly.
Yeah,
Every time you wake up, you look, and it's still there.
yeah.
It ain't moved.
It ain't moved. It ain't going nowhere.
Still there. Nobody want to see that. Brother, they do not want to see that. They do not want to see that. Just like the children of Israel didn't want to see it. Moses wanted to see it.
Yeah, they all busy make us an image.
No, we want a gold calf.
Yeah,
It's pretty. But see that thunder and lightning over and that dark cloud over that mountain, that wasn't pretty, bro. That was scary. They didn't know what in the world was about to happen to their situation. And God just like, this is just regular for me. This is a regular stroll. I ain't even mad.
right.
This is just a regular stroll for me,
Yeah,
guys.
I'm extending mercy.
This is my mercy look. This is how mercy looks when I'm on this mountain, lightning and thunder. Imagine how the mountain was feeling.
Down and shaking and
He over here like, oh Lord, you present. Oh, well, don't move me, Lord. Don't move me. I'm heavy. Don't move me.
but he was present, and they all knew he was present.
They all knew. That's what I'm getting
See,
at,
that's a great illustration of they'll all know me.
right? They all knew. There was no doubt in their mind who it was.
Mhm.
There
We
was
don't
no
know what
doubt.
happened to this Moses fella.
There was no doubt in their mind who it was. Yeah, we know who that is. Hey, and then he told them, he said, and they bet not come up on me.
Yeah,
Told them, come up here if you want to.
yeah.
See what happened to you. And they like, you ain't got to worry about us coming up on him. We don't want none of that. Moses tell them to stay back. Because ain't none of them jokers holy. And we don't need nothing over here in my presence that ain't holy, okay? That I ain't sanctified. It give me 5,000 feet, buddy. I don't remember how many feet he said, but
Right, but it was
hey,
a number. It was a
it
number.
was a number. You got a
Did
radius,
did
homie.
didn't need a fence.
No, you got a radius. You can see it from afar,
Right.
but you can't roll up on it.
Nope.
You let me get some of this
And,
lightning
and
and thunder,
and they didn't roll up on it either.
and they sure didn't. Didn't want none of that. They talk about the Crips and Bloods and gangsters in California. You ain't rolling up on nobody's set. You
Right.
ain't crazy. Hey, they didn't roll up on that set. No, we ain't rolling up on that set, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We will bow the knee. But the point is, you have something more relatable now, and that was always God's intention
Right.
to provide us a more relatable image in its time. And yet we're still clamoring for the golden calf and the gold statue. and man that has no regard for us, but only want to oppress us. Yeah, we'll lift them up on high. No, they don't want anything good for us. They want nothing good for us. And these images, they don't want nothing because they have no ability to want.
You want
But we dedicate ourselves to things that are of no value, that are of no value to our jobs, no value to houses that have no value, cars, clothes, no value, time to time,
it. Yeah.
yeah, to time. It has no value because it doesn't matter how much time you spend here. Once you're gone, that time is irrelevant.
Yep.
No value. Abraham Lincoln has
It
been
doesn't.
gone a lot longer than he was here.
It doesn't appreciate
It does not. There is nothing that you can obtain that will appreciate it all.
it
It will
all.
perish.
Yeah. It all devalues.
Yeah, yeah,
It all devalues.
right.
It all becomes dust.
Dust. Yeah, yeah. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah. Paul wrote it up in that chapter.
Yeah, the Lord spoke through him.
Yes, indeed.
He said, "This
He
is
said
what
a
I
whole
want
bunch.
over here.
He said a
Is
whole bunch of mouthfuls.
yeah, this is the description I want you to pass through
Yeah,
you right now.
you run this by all the theologians.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me use your finger real quick. Yeah, let me use your finger real quick.
Yeah, he covered everything.
Yeah, flesh and blood hasn't revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven. For God was pleased to have all, for God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him.
Mhm. All of it.
Fully man, fully God. The flesh he walked in was fully man, but the entity carrying that flesh was fully God.
Fully God.
And it can be the same way for us. The fullness of God can dwell within us and walk out these lives for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's no longer I that live, but Christ that lives
Christ that
within me.
lives in me. Yeah. And that's what makes the distractions so horrible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because you have all those words.
yeah.
Because you have all those words.
Hmm.
And when you need them, they're not there.
Yeah, yep. Because you're electing
To
to walk.
chase, yeah. And we chase it. We won't just rest in the truth.
No,
He's God. I'm
yeah,
not.
I'm not. No, we'd rather walk in our flesh.
Yeah. And be terrified of everything.
Right. Yep. Brother asked me, when did I give my life over to Christ? And it's like it wasn't a set point. It wasn't a set time,
Right.
like a date, an hour. I just
You
recall
coming into the reality of it.
exactly. I came to the realization God showed me after I got into some trouble. He said, see, your problem is you still trying to be in control,
Yeah.
but I'm
Right.
in control. And after he revealed that to me, I decided to no longer be in control. I'm not in control.
Mhm.
God, you're in control.
And walk in that reality.
I hit it, and I choose to be controlled and not in control. And that is the struggle with man, electing to not be in
Be in
control,
control, yeah.
but be controlled.
Or realizing that you're not
Because
walking in that reality.
either way, you are going to be controlled.
Control.
I was watching a video. You know, I always got a video to talk about, brother. Just going through my phone on YouTube, and this video just pops up. And I had no idea I would talk about it. But it was these three black women at a restaurant. They were dressed up, looked like they were going to brunch. And then all of a sudden, I didn't hear it. I was watching it. Wasn't listening to it. Didn't care to
Mhm.
listen to it. And I was like, is this random video
Showing up.
on my phone? Just a
Right.
random video. Three black women at a restaurant. Then next thing you know, this white cop appeared and he was talking to them. And now I'm inquisitive. I'm like, all right, what is this video? I clicked on the video and the women were at a restaurant and a disturbance was called on the women. The cop shows up, stops them, and he begins to question them. And then the three women were feeling a type of way because they were leaving the restaurant and wondering, why is this cop approaching us? And I believe he began to ask them for their ID and they began to resist.
Mhm.
And he began to get upset. And you see this cop, oh, he looked just like a good old boy.
Mhm.
Good old boy. And in my spirit started to feel away because I was like, why is this dude treating these three women a certain kind of way that's leaving a restaurant?
Right.
And I'm watching it and he was upset because he was trying to control the situation. And they were upset because they felt he was trying to control the situation that didn't need to be controlled.
Control, right.
It was resolved. We're leaving. Why are you here? Why are you talking to us? And the more they resisted, and more upset he got. And the more upset he got, the more upset I got from looking at him. Because I'm like, how could you, in your any type of mind, treat these women with such disregard? Like he's approaching them like he's ready to pull out a gun and shoot them. Then
Mhm.
a female cop shows up, white, albeit but woman, and began to talk to them. And all the while, he's now still upset, still wanting, demanding, because I couldn't hear what he was saying, demanding something from this one lady. And she's like walking, moving away from him, like, why are you walking up on me? And then I'm hearing the other lady, that because there's three of them, the other lady speak and say, we work for the police department. The situation inside of that restaurant was not even a situation. I don't know what happened, but she said the girl said a curse word. That's not a crime. Then we left. Said, but yeah, but a disturbance was called. Well, there was no disturbance. Curse word was said. We left. I heard one lady say, "No, let me finish talking." And then the video went off. What does that got to do with tea and the flavor? Well, a lot, because God showed me something. The dynamic of control. Everybody wants to have
Control.
control. Nobody wants to be
Yeah.
controlled.
Yeah.
The cop didn't want to be controlled. The women didn't
Women
want to
didn't
be
want to be
controlled.
controlled. Right.
Nobody wanted to be
Yeah, I mean, you headed for conflict.
controlled.
You headed for conflict.
when all you need to do is be controlled. See,
Right.
that's the difference between Christ being crucified and Christ being vilified. Imagine if he had have called down his
A
angels.
legion, yeah.
He would have been vilified. Why did he do those people like that? Why did he smash them like pumpkins? Everybody, nah, we can't worship that. Fact that he allowed himself to be controlled,
Yeah.
he gets
That,
crucified.
see, that opened the way, but that opened the way.
He got crucified.
Right.
See, there's nothing you could say in the regard of his person. Nothing. I was sitting there, and that's what all this is stemming from. I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, Lord, he's just pouring this in me. There's nothing God did
You
in that
can't, yeah,
flesh
you can't accuse him
that
of anything.
you can go to and say and oh this or that. Nothing. Nothing, man. You read about this person that walked this earth that was fully God in fully
What do you
flesh,
mean?
fully God inside of fully flesh. There's nothing that you can say that God did outside of the lines as a fully God man.
Right. Without
Nothing.
sin.
Without sinning. Sinning, not what we look at as sin. No, without breaking the covenant he made
Without
with
demanding
himself.
control.
It, he walked within the confines of what he was permitted and not permitted. He God controlled his own self. And
Right.
nobody has an understanding but
Yeah,
God
that's an example.
of
That's an example of self-control.
how difficult that is. We don't know what, see, it's difficult trying to control ourselves as men and women. Imagine trying to control yourself
As God.
as God. There is no power that is, you know what I mean? That is limited for you. There's no power. There is no decisions that you can't say and it be right. But you lay confines and limitations and you place them on yourself within this flesh
And then asks us to be self-controlled.
and asked us to be self-controlled. As mere men,
Right?
we have no power to begin with.
Right.
He has all power.
He was protecting us.
And he says to himself, I'm going to limit myself to this within this flesh
Right?
and did it. It did it.
Perfect example.
And this is why the writer of Hebrews says he learned obedience. He didn't learn obedience. It wasn't him learning it. It was the fact that he walked,
Yeah, he elected it.
elected to
He chose
continue
it.
it out, knowing he could change it at any time.
Yeah.
Because he's God. I
Right.
can change whatever rule I made beforehand at any because I'm God.
I am the justifier.
I am. If I decide I don't want to, if I decide I no longer want to do this, I
Yeah.
don't have to do it.
Right.
Electing not
And I don't have to answer to anybody.
anybody who's going, what he say? Who going to thwart my will?
Right.
Who's going to force my hand? No one. I can change my mind if I want to. He did it. He said he was going to make a nation out of Moses. If God said it, that means he can do it. And he was going to do it. I'm going to make a nation out of you. Then he said, Moses says this. He said, all right, well, I ain't going to do it then. That was him changing his mind. However you want to spin it or flip it or fold it, he changed his mind. He decided he was not going to do something he said, because he said his word doesn't return to him void. He said it. I will make a nation out of you, Moses. And then he did it. He elected not to destroy the children of Israel. He could have elected not to be crucified in the flesh of Yeshua, but he did. He went through with it. He could have said, I'm not going to feel this. But he said, no, I'm going to allow myself as God to feel this. And he felt it. He felt what it was like to hang on a cross. As other men that was crucified along with him and before
Mm-hmm.
and after, he allowed himself to feel it as a man. Wow. He don't have a high priest that's not able to empathize with us.
Yep.
But we have
That's,
one
that's what
that
the
was
writer said.
tempted in every way, yet he did not sin. And all he's asking of us is to be the controlled and him be the controller. Because there are things he's placed us here to do and be
You accomplish, yeah.
so that his will can be accomplished. There are exact things that he's placed us here for to be accomplished through us. We just need to stop trying to control the situation. His will be fulfilled. Either way, it's going to be fulfilled. Why not allow it to be fulfilled as a willing and able participant? Just be a willing and able participant and reap the glory.
Mm-hmm.
What did it say? Tenfold, some 40-fold, 500-fold, whatever, all the folds. You will reap.
Yep.
Yeah,
The express image.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And we walk by faith and not by sight.
right.
We get to show our confidence in the one that can do anything.
Yes, sir. That's it.
It can't be thwarted.
They couldn't have paid, I couldn't have said it more plainly,
Yeah, he can't be thwarted.
right? Because if he has it all under control, then he has it all under control. Then it's well, regardless of how it may look on the outside, it's well.
Right, because I'm being controlled.
I'm being controlled. I need you to have this. I need you to have this meniscus surgery right now, son. I need you to be immobile right now, son. I need you to endure these aches in your body right now, son. I need you to endure these Alzheimer's right now, my daughter. I need you to endure this cancer right now, my
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah, whatever.
I need you to
Whatever it is.
endure this homelessness right now, my family. whatever it is. Why though, Lord? Because I need you to endure.
right?
I need you to endure success right now, my son.
And you can't handle why,
Right. Yeah, I want you to be successful. I need you to endure it.
right?
And you don't understand that success is a weight until you look at the story of all these famous people and you're
Right.
like, oh. See, you think
Yeah.
about all of the stuff they accumulated, but you don't ever look at the burden and the
Right.
weight that they
What they
carry
went through. Yeah.
psychologically, emotionally. Them jokers go through mad crazy stuff. Look at the like everybody's biopic, watch it and see how crazy and jacked up they were, trying to uphold some image or be some image,
Right.
be some God formed thing to these people that don't want nothing but just trying to take from you. They only want to take. You like, I can't, I'm human too. You're some superhero and you're not. You're just a person. You're not super at all.
What did that fellow told? What did Dudley tell you to do?
Just
Hang
hang
on.
on in there. Just
Well,
hang on in there.
God says the same thing.
Just hang on in there. Just endure. I need you to endure this. I don't want you to succumb to the pressure, the weight of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't succumb to the pressure, brother. Don't succumb to pressure. Let God be God and everything else be a lie.
That's it. And